once the problem is solved, it's solved and it's on to the next problem because there's a whole freaking list of problems that need
and I will say, like,
addressed.
What I have enjoyed though, like, we've grown so that we don't actually get to meet every dog that goes through the rescue, but I feel like we both know about all of them.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, if we ever got to be like too much bigger than that, I think that would take it away from me. Like you talked when we started this, you said, you know, are you worried about burnout at all? And I said, no, I love this. I've been doing it for 10 years. I'm not afraid of burnout. Like, you know, and of course burnout comes from other things. But for me, I think that what I've pinpointed is if I know and I can see the movement of what dogs come in and who they are and where they came from and know their names and like see it go through, like that's still it for me.
Oh my dog. Dog. Oh my dog.
Oh my dog, hey.
Oh my dog, hello.
We're back.
Back again.
And we have a guest who I don't know if we've gone more than an episode without referring to her.
The infamous
One
famous.
and only.
Is it infamous or famous?
Infamous.
Which one is which?
Infamous is like she's going down like forever. Like like I call you Annie Oakley. It's the Annie Oakley is infamous, right?
Okay.
Famous is like right now. Infamous is like forever. He's gonna look it up. Did he spell it right?
I don't even know how I got to the screen I got on.
I don't know either. You've got like a AI chat generator situation going.
I wish you could just follow me around all day. So
and
I could
just Google
say,
things for me.
Be like, hey, Tanner. Instead of hey, Siri, hey, Tanner. It's so much better.
A number of
Would it-
times I
would it
Google
be?
things.
Well known for something bad.
Siri's
Well, you
terrible.
know.
Well known for some bad quality or deed. Oh, I thought it was just like infamous, like it was on forever.
Yeah.
Which Annie Oakley, I guess, she was a little bit spicy.
No,
so.
you're definitely infamous.
Yeah, infamous. The infamous shit show Natasha.
Natasha.
She is here with us.
I am
Alter
here.
ego, Nasha.
Yes.
Never, ever, ever referred to as Tasha.
Never.
Only by you two.
So we're going to have
Which
her.
is so weird. I think everybody, you're like close friends.
Everybody calls me Tasha.
What does Nick call you?
Tasha.
I hate it.
Are you for
Do you
real?
have a pet name at least?
Are you for real?
Yeah, he calls me Tasha.
Not like Sugar
Sometimes
Tips or
he calls
anything
me-
like that?
Hey, you.
Sugar tits.
Or- He can call me annoying most of the time.
Wow.
He actually calls me Pockets.
Pockets, because you carry all of his stuff?
Because I always try to help him, or he wants me to help him, but I always have my hands in my pockets, so I'm never ready.
That's actually a freaking adorable.
So he calls me Pockets all the time.
I want you to have a T-shirt like with a little pocket, like the cigarette pocket, but it just says Pockets on it.
So
I'm gonna find out how to get you one because that's the cutest thing I've ever
Yeah,
heard.
we'll walk around Menards and I'll have like my hands in my pockets. He's like, Pockets. Would you get over here already? Get your hands.
I love you guys so much.
So I always joke with
Oh,
him because
man.
like the most trust a husband can have is when he has no other friends but his wife to help him. So like when I'm like backing stuff off of trailers or like trying to hold stuff that's like 400 pounds and he's like, would you get to it already? I'm like, I can't.
I'm doing my best.
I'm like, I'm weak. I'm not acclimated to work.
I just say no. He'll be like, I bought this thing and it's in the back of my truck. I'm gonna need you to help me get it out of there. I'm like, no, I won't be.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Oh, Nick sent me one time. So we moved, right?
This is Zaddy Nick for
Yeah.
all of our
Yeah,
listeners.
Zaddy.
The infamous Zaddy Nick. So we obviously moved.
Well, he's famous because he's known for something
Yes,
good.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything bad. Don't let him know that I said
He doesn't
that.
look
Yeah.
bad either. I'm just saying.
But so we moved, right? And we needed a snowblower.
Uh-huh.
Even though we only used it once this year, we had to have it.
I know. I did the same thing.
So he sends me to go get one, and I'm freaking out because they load this thing into the back of the truck, right? And I have no title.
Did he buy it ahead of time?
Yeah.
Because there are like a
Oh.
million different options.
Yeah, I don't get to buy things like that.
You don't get to pick.
No,
you
he
just go
picked it out.
pick
I just
up.
go picked it up.
Got it.
And so I'm driving, and I'm calling him. I'm like, the thing's moving around. He's like, it's in a box, Tosh. It's fine. And I'm like, it's not in a box. It's a full freaking, it's moving back and forth. It's going to fall out of the truck. He's like, it's set up. And I'm like, he's like, oh God, pull over. I'll be there in a minute. He's like, you're going to lose it on the highway. I'm like, I am going to lose it on the highway. I don't know what I'm doing. He's like, I don't know how you're surviving. I'm like, I have you. That's why
I feel like you're very industrious and like hardworking and like a strong woman, and like he's lucky to have you as his partner in crime. But I'm sure he has.
Boy, does she have you fooled?
But I'm sure he has those moments.
Oh yeah, if there's an apocalypse, I'm dying.
How did you guys meet?
So funny story. So a mutual friend, and it was my 30th birthday, and a couple of my girlfriends called me out.
So like last year then?
Yeah, like no time at all ago.
Yeah.
Obviously.
My birthday's coming up, and I will be 30, so we'll be really close.
And
she actually doesn't know how old she's going to be.
I just found
by
out.
the way.
I just found out because my coworkers gave me a birthday card, and one of them wrote inside what year I'll be, and I was like, excuse me.
Absolutely not.
Rude.
But yeah, so I was sleeping because I was old, and they called me at like midnight. They're like, come out and have a beer. And so I had like, he can tell you exactly what I had on, which was crazy because I didn't notice Nick at all to begin with. And he's like, yeah, it was when you had your Hawkeye sweatpants on with your Hawkeye sweatshirt and your hair was in a messy bun. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Ew.
And so then
Ew.
he took me diddy pole fishing.
What is a diddy pole fishing?
Oh,
I mean, I know
oh,
what diddy
when you go on the-
fish is
on
for
the
with
river.
his pole, but it's not legal.
Yeah, so you stick these poles in
Is
the
it not
mud.
legal?
It's legal.
It's legal.
Yeah, you gotta
No.
put your-
Diddy, what he fished
Oh,
for.
Oh yeah,
his
we
pole.
didn't fish for
That
those
was my
kind
joke
No,
that
no.
neither of you caught.
Sorry, my bad. So we did that.
I just
grew up
sat
on the
here and
river.
laughed to myself.
We're river rats.
Yeah, I grew up in the Boontucky. So
Yeah.
Oh my god.
so we did that, and I actually fell in the river that night because he hit the bank.
But wait. I'm so sorry. What is diddy pole
Oh, you,
fishing?
you take a PVC pipe.
Yeah,
What?
Like 1-inch PVC.
this is like the pigeon thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, it is.
No.
And you stick the diddy pole in the bank of a river, and you bait it with a big ass treble hook with like chicken liver
Or fish, smaller.
how
fish.
is the hook
like bait
attached
fish
to the pole?
with a line.
Oh, there's a pole in it.
Yeah.
And then you set those in the bank all the way up the river, and
Like
then
a lot of 'em.
And you put your boat in downriver, and you go up the river and check your lines all night long.
Your meet cute includes
But you-
PVC pipe?
And a muddy, dark water river.
You typically do it between the hours of like midnight and 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
And
The whole thing.
you'll know if you have something on the line when the pole is like bouncing up and down.
Mhm.
And you're fishing for catfish, and I mean big catfish.
catfish.
Like you put a whole ass chicken breast on a diddy pole line.
Do you know that on my bucket list, which you guys won't believe, but it really is on my bucket list, and I might die this way if someone actually lets me do it, I want to go noodling, like bad.
You want the fish to eat your arm.
Never-
I want to
Never
shove my
been
arm down
interested
in
in
there,
that.
and I want to pull it back out with like a huge fish on my arm. I don't know. It just looks so exciting.
I mean this in the most sincerest way.
I'll die that way.
I don't think you're strong enough for this. And frankly, those nails, it's not going to happen.
You're telling me
She's not
stiletto nails?
acclimated to the country.
That's not happening anytime soon. I would like to see it, though.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it
Yes,
attempted.
if you do it, please record yourself. So we
It
can.
really is
Or
something that I
invite us.
want.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not the one whose fist is going into the fish's mouth, I want to be physically in the space in which this
You
happens.
understand what's happening there, though. Like you shove your hand/arm into a hole in a bank,
Uh-huh.
and the fish is
Gobbles it up,
right.
and then you.
Like you are
it
the
out.
bait. You are human bait.
Oh, I know. I've watched a lot of
I just want to
videos.
make sure you completely understood what was happening there, because some
The
of these things
opposite
you're
of-
a little disillusioned on.
The opposite of bass fishing, which is the most boring thing to witness. I want action fishing.
Okay.
Well, that'll give you some action.
I got all
Oh my
kinds of
gosh.
action for you. All right.
So-
Anyway,
So, anyways, so that kind of started it off, and then there was a series of
Fishing related dates?
fishing-related dates. Actually, our first date, we'll tell the story, but you can cut this out because he'll
don't
so
cut it out.
No, you
there's
dare
a
cut it out.
there's a little age gap between Nick and I.
I love a good age gap.
She does.
So
They do.
I may have
We are.
been more seasoned than Nick.
In noodling?
Yeah, in noodling. So he's like, I want to take you on a nice date. And I'm like, okay, like, awesome. And so I get like dressed up and he picks me up. And at this point, I don't know if you've seen early pictures of Nicholas, but it was a lot of rhinestone cowboy shirts. And
He had a bedazzled butt pants?
Yeah, and he wore the original Wranglers, like the tight Wranglers.
Right.
So that's what he was.
Love it.
I'm okay.
So he had
Grundy
that.
County action.
Yes. And it didn't matter. Long sleeve cutoffs,
The
suns
whole
out,
bit.
guns out. It was, yeah. So we go on this fancy date. He picks me up, which was great. And I'm like, where are we going? He's like, oh, it's a surprise or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. We're driving to Des Moines.
Did he take you to the Cracker Barrel?
Bonanza.
No,
And he's
he
like,
didn't.
this is where you can get a steak and a buffet at the same time. I love you so
What
much.
is Bonanza?
Oh, my God.
What? Oh, Lord. Look it up.
Google it.
The Bonanza. They don't even exist anymore.
They do not.
In fact, that's funny
Is
because
this like a old school Golden Corral?
Kind of.
yeah, it's like the Golden Corral.
I miss Golden Corral.
But it's like grosser.
oh,
Yeah.
But you can't use. There's no need to use location. There are no Bonanzas anymore.
Yeah.
There's only no. That's not it. Like the original Bonanza, there's only one left.
And it's not a Mexican restaurant.
No, this is not right.
It really is
it
like
was
a Golden
a
Corral.
buffet, right? Buffet.
love it. If
So-
somebody took me to Golden Corral, I'm in.
Oh, Nick would. He's
Like,
like
I'm
a
in.
buffet connoisseur, man.
I love a good buffet.
If-
I don't get my money's worth of a buffet.
If we go to any other town, he will look for like #1 China.
People confuse time limits. There are no time limits on. You can sit there for hours. Like,
I mean, you
bring
could.
a book.
I got
Yep.
things to do.
The Bonanza
Not when you're
Steakhouse.
going to buffet.
Yes,
A
Bonanza
buffet and
Steakhouse.
steakhouse restaurant chain known for its expansive buffet with a variety of dishes, including steaks, seafoods, and sides.
Yes.
The buffet featured options like fresh vegetables, fruits, beef, chicken, pastas, and desserts. While the buffet is a central feature, they offer a range of entrees, including steaks, burgers, seafood, and chicken for your delight.
He added for your
How
delight.
long ago was it?
So we started dating in 2015, so almost 10 years ago.
Oh my
10 years
goodness.
ago.
And are you guys just married by the state of Iowa's like recognition of your coupleship?
Yes. So Nick proposed a year after we started dating, and
Oh, so they've been engaged for a while.
we've been engaged for 9 years. It hasn't been because we haven't tried to plan a wedding, because we've tried it twice, and COVID hit, and
I
then
absolutely recommend eloping.
Elope, go take
yeah.
a vacation.
we have
Invite
talked
your
about
favorite
it
rescuers.
several times.
Oh my! I would be there. I would
Um,
love to be a witness.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's been a nice ride. Like he completes me.
Aw.
He really does, though. He balances out.
Ugh.
So have you ever
disgusting, and I love it. You guys are so cute.
like he's the motivation, and I'm like the sit on the couch girl. So somehow
Pockets.
those two people always find each other.
Always.
yes,
yeah.
that's
know,
true.
But he lets me get away with a lot of shit, and he supports.
Yeah,
me.
not recently though. I'll say
No.
that much.
He needed a break. I don't know why.
You know, I get it though.
We encourage breaks and
We do
rescue.
encourage breaks, and that's why we have such a deep bench of fosters. Is so we don't have to pay for couples therapy
or divorce attorney
or divorce attorney. No, I'm kidding. There is no budget line item for that shit.
No.
You're on your own there.
It's fine.
No,
We just-
it's been great.
Offer up favors.
Okay, well, I'm glad we dove into that because we often talk about you and Zaddy Nick, and
Yeah.
it's just kind of fun to get to hear that. I've never heard that
That
story.
they're like real actual people.
They're real
that have
people.
real actual lives.
Okay, so now, how did we meet you?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so as you've stated, I think previously, I get phone calls in like the Tri-County area,
Tri-County, more like
the state of Iowa.
yeah.
And beyond.
So I got a call on a black lab. Shocker. I know you're shocked.
Weird.
Living its life for the past year in an outdoor kennel. And a girlfriend of mine called, and she's like, hey, I know you like labs. I'm like, I do like labs. Shocker. And she's like, will you take this lab in? And at that point, we had really thought that we were just going to keep her. And
Yeah, I
didn't really-
remember that.
yeah.
You said that you
We-
had taken her in.
We
you were
put
gonna
her
keep
through training, all the things, and then one of your fosters, previous foster, Sarah, I've known her for years, and she used to post your dogs, and I'm like, babe, I think we're tapped out. Like we don't need to keep this dog, you know. And so I actually reached out to Holly first, and I was like, I've got this dog. And I think that conversation at that point was, let me see if I can find you a foster. And I'm like, I would love to foster her. Like, I would foster her.
And the funny thing is, we don't allow that anymore. And
Yep.
so if you had come across our books like right now, this would not have come about. But you were an anomaly because there's a reason we made that rule.
Very early on.
You were like one of our very first. I was like, who's this person?
And it was super exciting. And Nick still talks about it was Key. So she was our first one, even though he spelled her name like Kai.
Yeah.
And
I remember that now.
Yeah.
But her name's Oakley now. She lives in Nevada, and I still keep tabs on her, and she's like the best dog, they said. And that feeling when she got to go to her new family was like absolutely amazing. And then it's just been a complete train wreck from there. It was
it is the best high.
Oh my gosh. It's unexplainable.
Mm-hmm.
Like the highs and lows of fostering, like oh my gosh, this dog fits in really good with me. And then, oh my gosh, I need to get this dog out of my house. It needs to find its forever family. To look at those people and how extremely happy they are. And like the amount of excitement, like there's a fine line between text message after email, after phone call, after, whatever. But when you post a dog and some connection happens with a picture to a person.
And it's them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they come and like Dwight, another black lab that we had a couple different applications on him. And the people that we selected, great family, it was downpouring rain when they showed up. And that entire family played in the yard with him.
Oh.
Like they were covered in mud head to toe. And I'm like, that's his people. Like, and now I get to see him on boats and floats behind boats and hikes and playing with kids. And look at my dogs and I'm like, you guys got a bone today? So
I just scrolled back on the chat between you and I, which is short because ever since then it's been the three of us.
And it's not Natasha's Nutty Labland is her name in the chat, which is worth saying.
So this was July 14th of 2023.
Yep.
So over 2 years ago. Hey, I got your name from Sarah. We have a dog, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, hey, Natasha, if we could catch up tomorrow, that'd be great. That was me.
Put me off.
And then the next day, hey, Natasha, I'm so sorry. It's been a day. Things don't change.
It hasn't stopped being a day for the last 2.5 years.
I missed your window. Let me know when you're free to chat. And then I sent her the surrender form and the foster application form.
Yep.
And she filled them all out. Oh.
And I remember her telling me like, hey, this person was referred and she reached out to us. And I said, whatever. Well, the more the merrier. We were all still breaded and bushy-tailed at that point.
Yeah. And then we got seasoned.
We're not even really as a rescue that season, but just
almost
like in life generally.
We're like blackened a little bit.
Oh, and then that was so that November, I'm just reading through these messages. That was when we did the that schnauzer that we trapped up in Fox Home, and I made her take her
with her Jeep.
Yes.
Use that Jeep for what it's made for.
Oh my gosh.
Says.
That was like,
for our listeners that have not heard that episode, we had taken in a group of schnauzers. We had shut down a breeder.
Yeah.
Well, a breeder had shut down and reached out to us,
remainder.
and we took whatever. Say it however you want to say it. I don't care. Anyway, one of these schnauzers, which we had explicitly told the foster to double leash, harness, double collar,
do not pass go,
all of the things, because they were feral. I mean, they were absolutely
untouchable.
Feral. And of course, this dog got away from them in
the
BFE.
First day.
And so Natasha met me up there in her Jeep, and we're like trying to track down this dog in backwoods Box Home, Iowa, which if you know anything about Box Home, it's surrounded by fields. And at that time they were all tilled up, which every clump of dirt looked like a black schnauzer at the time. And he was out in the middle of this field, this cornfield that had been dissed. And I'm in my car. I didn't have my truck. I was in my car. I'm like, I can't drive out there. And Natasha's in this Jeep, and I'm like, go. Get out there. Take that Jeep out there and use it for what it was made for. Put it in 4-wheel drive and let's go. And we did get it, though.
We did. And then it attacked the shit out of me.
It got you. It got you good.
That's all right. Learning curve.
I mean,
It was fun
The
though.
adrenaline is pumping at that point.
Oh yeah, 100.
And then some random pipeline guy pulled into the driveway. Remember?
Yeah,
He was with a
so
Black
Hills.
Black Hills. And
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, do you have a first aid kit on your truck?"
Yeah.
Did he?
Because yes.
Oh yeah.
Because she needed some first aid.
Oh my god.
And fast forward, his son adopted Katie,
no.
Whose son?
the Black Hills guy.
The first aid guy.
Yeah, the first aid.
You got
guy.
his number?
I know his kids. I sold his kids a house a couple years
Oh
ago.
my god.
Yeah.
This is a small state, ladies
Uh-huh.
and gentlemen.
Small world.
But that's a hilarious.
adopted who?
Katie, that
Oh,
vicious
Katie.
golden retriever.
The one that was so vicious. Yeah.
she was terrible. All the licks
Just a
and
perfect
jump.
little angel.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, so small world.
That's
Welcome.
hilarious.
Very small state.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, funny.
So yeah, and I don't have that Jeep anymore, which makes me sad.
Yeah, you
actually.
need another Jeep. We're gonna need
Yeah.
another off-roader. So anyway, so that happened, and then you know we helped with Key, and then she was gonna filter. Holly was gonna filter.
Oh
Our
yeah.
second
yeah.
one was Winnie.
Sorry.
We had Winnie, which was
Doing it now.
like those Dachshund.
Dachshund.
I met Holly at Tyson's in Ames.
Yeah.
And my Triva came with me, and she put Winnie down.
What is your Triva? And it wasn't. We didn't put a dog down. She set her down.
She set her down on the ground, and I thought Holly was going to have a small panic attack, you know, because still second foster, and this dog didn't have like a really nice leash on it, and Triva just set it down on the ground and, you know, like pick up the dog.
And Triva's your daughter.
Triva's my dog.
Yeah.
And so we had her and that dog. Again, I'm so jealous of some of these foster dogs. She lives in Spirit Lake, Okoboji.
Just best
Life on a boat,
Yeah.
you know. And her parents love her, and I get updates on her. I love my updates. I don't know if you guys talk about that a lot. Being a foster, like the updates are some of the best. Like even the really tragic dogs, like the euthanasia dogs
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. The ones that you brought into your house and were so shut down, and then you see them
Mm-hmm.
later, or you
Yeah.
get updates on them,
Yeah.
and they're just like awesome.
I call
know.
that foster gold.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
makes up for anything
Yeah.
that ever went wrong, you know?
We don't get those anymore because we don't foster.
Yeah, we don't get to
anymore.
foster anymore. Which, I mean, is good and bad, right? Like, we're
yeah.
so thankful that we have so many people that are doing all of this fostering. But, like, yeah, I've got probably 5 or 10 that still keep in touch with me. But, like, the ones that I really want to know about, it's like, do I be a weirdo and, like,
reach
out and be like,
Yeah.
hey, how's that one doing? Like my very first, remember the dog, Flipper T-Rex?
Oh,
She had
yeah.
the
Oh, with
little-
the little flippers.
yeah, she was born with her front legs fused in like little chicken wings, and she couldn't use them, and she kind of learned to walk on her back legs, and she was
Mhm.
awesome. And I never heard another word from them after they took that dog. I'm like, what happened?
Right?
Like, what was her life? Like, are there pictures? Are there updates? They don't have a Facebook. They don't have anything. And I'm just like, I just want to know. I raised her from a tiny puppy, like, and I know nothing. And I'm like, do I be crazy?
I would totally
Just
be
send
crazy.
an email.
I don't friend all of my adopters, but some of them reach out, you know. And I have a couple that I don't hear from, but I'm friends with them on Facebook.
So you can
And I
see
will
updates.
literally stalk their pictures, and I'm like, oh, there's the back. There's the dog in the
Yeah,
back. Like on
yeah,
a
he's
Christmas
still doing
photo,
okay.
like just walking in the back. I'm like, she's still alive.
Aw.
You know? But sometimes, I mean, I reach out. Like, I try to do, like, after a year. I'm like,
Mhm.
hey, it's been a year. Or, like, tomorrow, the State Fair puppies turn 1.
Yep.
Because
So I-
we are in state fair time.
We are
Well,
in
when this
state
comes
fair.
out, it'll be post state fair.
Well, it'll come out Friday, which will still be.
Oh, is this gonna be our first one?
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, this will be 2 weeks.
22nd.
Yeah.
So I reach out to those guys. And for that litter, I did a Facebook group because it was so big.
Yeah.
Well, and that's awesome, and I love that. And we need to talk to. I mean, if we well, we're gonna dive into fostering puppies here in a little bit, but I love that we had somebody reach out and say, you know, hey, I really want to get in touch with the siblings from this litter,
Yeah.
and like that's adorable. That's so great. Imagine like getting a dog. They don't do that for a breeder. They don't like put you all together and be like, hey, let's be friends.
Right.
You know. It's
I
cool.
used to when we rescued for Fluffy Butts, I had a Holly's Fosters group,
You did.
and I would friend the adopters and then add them to the group, and so people could post just for dogs that I personally.
Yes,
bought.
but I love that. I also noticed that Carrie started a TikTok that's her like foster journey.
She started Is it TikTok or is it Substack?
No, it's a TikTok.
TikTok. Is
Yeah.
it TikTok?
Yeah. It's cute. Like she,
Very
you know,
cute.
the dog comes in, here's how it's doing, here
Right.
it leaves, and it's pretty fun to
Yeah.
I
follow.
love that.
I follow her on TikTok.
Yeah. I don't
There's
get on
just
there
so
ever,
many
but-
dogs. I mean, we were talking earlier this evening when we were prepping for this post or this podcast, and you know, for Kara and I, it's we've transitioned from fostering to running the rescue, and so we don't really get in depth with fosters as much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Foster dogs
Right.
as much.
Not in the trenches.
Like
sometimes.
once the problem is solved, it's
Mhm.
solved and it's on to the next problem because
Yeah.
there's a whole freaking list of problems
Yes.
that need
And I will say, like,
addressed.
what I have enjoyed though, like we've grown so that we don't actually get to meet every dog that goes through the rescue, but I feel like we both know about all of them.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You know, if we ever got to be like too much bigger than that, I think that would take it away from me. Like
Yeah.
when we started this, you said, you know, are you worried about burnout at all? And I said, no, I love this. I've been doing it for 10 years. I'm not afraid of burnout. Like, you know, and of course burnout comes from other things. But for me, I think that what I've pinpointed is if I know and I can see the movement of what dogs come in and who they are and where they came from and know their names and like see it go through, like that's still it for me. Like I still, you know, but
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. We're missing out on like the bonding with the dog
Oh,
and getting
sure.
the high of handing it over to
Yeah.
the new owner and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the mental memory capacity like you do for fosters that come in. Like if I gave you a name, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that was a da 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 da." And it
Right,
came from,
but
you know,
anything
like,
else,
whatever.
though-
like I can't do that. But it's not because I don't care.
Right.
It's because I don't have the mental capacity like you do.
I'm going to use that same regard. A few years after Marcus and I got married, a song came on and he looks at me and I'm just, you know, living my life. And he was like, do you know what this is? And I was like, no. And he was like, okay. And then he was like mad at me for like weeks after that. And I was like, I don't understand why he is so mad at, like, I don't even know what happened, you know? And he, like, a few weeks later, he was like, what was our first dance song? And I go, what do you mean? He's like, at our wedding, what was the song we danced to, our first dance song? And I was like,
You missed it.
I don't know. I don't remember. It took me like another like probably year to like come up with it. So like that kind of stuff, like anniversary date, like that kind of thing. Like I'm terrible at that kind of stuff. A dog name and a dog breed, like I'm in. It's
My
just how
memory
you're
is
like
full
crazy.
of 90s country music lyrics.
Oh, 100%.
Like that's 90% of my
dog
storage
breed.
tank.
I always joke because I can tell you like my grandparents' home phone number,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
can't give you my kids' cell phone
Right,
numbers
no.
because I just literally hit.
795-3208.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't give out theirs because she still has it.
It's not even a real number anymore.
Oh, I was gonna say if that's a real number, we better beep that out.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
But it's crazy, you know.
Yeah, I know my. I guess my.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I was looking at the master file. Sweet corn, corn dog, lemonade, butter, taffy, cookie, grandstand, bush, Ferris, and slingshot.
Mhm.
Loved it.
10 puppies.
Slingshot was the best one. That's a hilarious name.
And he was like popular puppy because
Yeah.
he was that merle color.
Yeah.
So here we go on the memory bank situation. Where did these puppies come from? This was
Oh, it was a boon.
the doodle.
Yep.
The Paris puppies.
Holy crap. I'm looking at how many rows are highlighted for you.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you know how many dogs
No, I
you've
don't.
had in
I
your
asked you
house?
last
Well,
year. and
okay. I did everything with her because she's done joint ones.
Yeah.
On just a few though, not very many.
Yeah, but still. Holy crap.
What is that?
78.
78. Well done, you.
Well, it's at the bottom.
No, I was saying well done you to her.
Oh, I was
Oh.
like, how? I didn't count that, just so you know. Yeah, 78.
Wow.
Holy buckets.
And
That's a
you
lot of dogs.
That's a lot of dogs.
So in 2 years, 78.
July 16th of 23.
All right.
So
math,
yeah,
Math whiz.
Well,
78 divided by.
25 months.
Yeah. So
78.
what's that average a dog per month, or how many dogs per month? Nick's gonna kill me.
78 divided by 25. 3 dogs a month. That's really
Oh,
not
that's
that
not
bad.
that bad,
That's nothing.
considering
You
some
could do
of them.
more.
But you're
yeah.
the puppy queen, so you get like huge.
Yeah, so you skew your numbers because you get like 10 at a time.
Right.
Well, and I, to help out with the home life, I stopped taking in, multiple fosters at a time. Like,
Right.
even though,
right.
well, let's say I haven't stopped. You guys have stopped me.
Yeah, we're like, no, you have that dog.
Yeah, like,
you can't have
you
another
already
one.
have a litter of puppies. You can't take another litter of puppies. You only have one room that's allocated to the puppy room.
Okay,
So-
let's dive into that. So I would like to, like, at the end, I would like to look through this list with you, and you tell us your favorites and the ones that you're ready to have go.
Okay.
But during this podcast, I'm planning on, like, pulling out this chunk of time. And the chunk of time is going to be where we're going to talk about, so that I can share this with people, because you've got it figured out when it comes to puppies and litters of puppies. I've done in my house 2 litters of puppies, and that was too many for me. One was the Chihuahuas, and that's no big deal. Chihuahuas take up
Yep.
very little space. I would have puppy Chihuahuas all the time. Like, that was easy.
Little dogs are way easier.
Not
than
hard at all. They're
Yeah.
small. It's no big deal. Like, they take very little effort.
Yep.
And then the other one where they were kind of medium sized, and it was quite literally a shit show.
Oh gosh.
Like, shit everywhere.
Yeah, that 4 to 6 weeks, man. It's just like,
It is rough.
you better have the stomach for it. That's for sure.
That's true. Yeah, I know. I had a litter of puppies last year, or 2 years ago, I guess now, probably was, during the fair. And so I relied on my husband and my daughter to, like, do the cleanup, because I would go from work out to the fair to
Yep.
work and then come back. And Marcus has zero tolerance for any sort of stench. And
Uh-huh.
so he would go in for, like, puppy time, and I had cameras on it, and you would just see him being like, like, trying to clean up the puppies, you know? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that at the end is like you're ready for him to go.
Oh yeah, people always ask. They're like, "How do you get rid of the puppies?" Like, I would just want to keep them all. I'm like,
You would not.
You raise 10 golden doodles for 8 weeks, and then you tell me how many you want to keep. Because at that point, like we did, Nick loved Butters.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
knows Nick loved the Butters, and he was the tiniest. But at the end of the day, I was just like,
Yeah.
Bye, Butter.
"Bye bye, Butters."
Talk about your method of, like,
Okay.
when they come in, what you do to prep. Like, because sometimes it's like, we need you tomorrow, and sometimes you've got a little bit of ramp up so you're ready.
Yeah.
But, like, what's your ideal situation? If you,
Okay,
like, get it come in?
so ideally, I'd rather have mom come in pregnant. That gives me, give me at least a week, right? Which is ideal.
And then mama trusts you, and she's
Yes,
there.
and
yeah.
she's more comfortable, and she's been acclimated to our house,
You could
and
track her
yeah, like
temperature and stuff.
she likes me, right? I'm not just some stranger.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
And we've grown. So you start with the Star Wars litter, which was Delilah, that was brought in with Dwight, and then Reba, and she came in and she was already lactating. So we had 48 hours before she gave birth. Nowhere near ready. At least not what I thought I was ready for, and what I actually got, I was not, because she didn't drop temp at all. So, and that was the big thing. Like, the vet was like, she's going to drop temp.
Well, I mean, that's not on you.
No, it's not.
That was a typical.
But so
She's like, this gonna be
Anomaly.
a surprise.
so I did the dog, or the kitty pool for her.
Yeah.
And it worked out all right. She had 5 puppies. One obviously passed. And so we had 4. So that pool worked pretty good for her. 4 puppies. They were Australian Shepherds, so medium-ish size.
Yeah.
And then we were in the process of remodeling because we were going to move. And so she got our first puppy room. And I bought a ton of reusable puppy pads, like big, like 48 by 48,
Oh wow!
and covered the entire.
I didn't even know they made them that big.
Oh yeah, they're great.
I
like,
bet.
They
Like rugs.
they are a
That's large puppy
lifesaver.
pad.
So I had those, and then I got a lot of those pop-up fences, the circle ones, and just
That's how I did it too.
yeah, keep them contained.
Yeah.
And I've always had a separate room for them, which has been great. The one thing I will say is if and when we do another litter, and it's a big dog litter, I'd like to be able to segregate them just a little bit more, because the way our new house is, the smell, like the puppy smell, engulfs the whole house.
It's like in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Um,
see what you mean.
So
Like something like in a heated garage.
Or
Right, like
in
our-
the basement or
like
another
our-
level.
like
separate-
the shop is attached to our house, and Nick really wants to build like something out there. One, so they're not hearing our dogs run around, because they need like a calmer spot.
yeah.
And then 2, we have a drain like in the shop,
built in.
and then
Yeah.
you can just
Spray her
it down. Yeah.
Oh,
that'd be
nice.
You know.
sweet.
So we've talked about that. But anyways, so
But none of those things are necessary to be.
they
a
are
puppy
not.
foster,
No,
right?
No.
they are not.
They're just working on a different level. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a time in which she was like, I could do 2 litters at once.
Right.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
And you're right though. Like small litters, super easy.
Oh, I could do 3, 4, 5
But
chihuahuas at a
The
time.
Yorkies, easy peasy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kept them in the whelping box the whole time. They were like
And they're
2.5 pounds, 3
Yeah.
pounds. It just depends. It depends on how much you want to put into it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you have litters of puppies born into animal shelters.
Right. I was
on-
going to
you
say,
know,
I mean,
on
at the end of the
concrete
day,
floors and-
Yeah,
this is going to happen no matter what,
Right.
whether you're there or not. So whatever level, of care,
right.
we're talking like 5-star hotel situation over here.
Yeah.
So don't think if you're interested in doing litters of puppies that you need to have some sort
No.
of setup like this. It's absolutely not necessary. And the mother will do
She will
a
adapt.
majority of the work.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I'm just going to do like a small disclaimer here. We're not puppy people. I don't care to take
I'm
on
not a puppy person at all.
I don't care to take on litters of puppies. Like for me, it is. I mean, it is a lot of work, and it's wonderful, and I love to be able to get people to be able to, if they want a puppy, to be able to adopt a puppy and like do the whole thing. But for me, we're more passionate about the old guys.
Yeah.
We want like somebody's got
15-year-old decrepit
crusty dusty.
chihuahua with no teeth. and-
one leg can only walk backwards, like that kind of shit. Like that's what we're in this for. And then, but inevitably something will happen. We'll get a phone call. We'll say, there's a dog on the side of the road. Its leg is hurt.
Or it's
and,
a group of dogs, and one of them
is always pregnant every time. Whenever you get like a hoarder case, one of them is going to be pregnant. And so it happens, and we have got to have more people that are not afraid to do this. It is super rewarding.
Oh yeah, it is. Same. Like, I love doing puppies. It's very rewarding, but it ties me up
Yeah.
for 8 weeks. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it's a longer commitment.
It's an 8-week commitment, and that's if you're vaccinating right at the spots, right? So you take the griffins that we had, and they came in a week past when they would usually get their first distemper. So they were actually with me till 9 weeks,
Yeah.
right? And 5 puppies at 9 weeks old.
That's a lot.
Ugh, yeah,
And they're not small.
Yeah,
they
they're
are not
They're
small.
bigger dogs.
So when did they get rabies? I thought it was 12 weeks.
It is 12, but so we usually do distemper around 5.
Because if they've had their first 2 rounds, then they can go.
They can go. But those guys came in
Yeah.
after 5, so we were behind the 8 ball.
Oh,
Yeah.
slight side quest.
Okay.
She always likes to follow me down the rabbit hole. We had a phone call about a puppy that was adopted from us, and there was some confusion on the accounts at the vet's office that was under the OMD account, and it got transitioned over to the owner's account, but whatever. The whole bit of the story is on the distemper shots, the DHPP or the DHLPP.
Mm-hmm.
The L stands for lepto. Lepto is
For leptospirosis.
leptospirosis. If
It's optional.
it's optional. You can do it if you want. You don't have to do it if you don't want. I do it because of where I live. You
I
don't
do not
it because you
my
don't need it.
dogs you play on turf.
Right.
So we good.
I'm in the woods.
Yeah.
They're exposed to feces of other animals.
Right.
Well, whatever. Anyway, my point is that this adopter's concern was that the dog had been vaccinated twice for DHPP. But in reality, the puppy vaccinations talk about the timing of that.
Yeah. Because there's 3 boosters for DHPP.
Yeah, and
for
they're
puppies.
10 days apart.
Mm-hmm.
10 days.
Yep.
So there's a round of 3.
Yep.
Right? And when is the first one?
So right around 5 weeks.
And then 10 days after that, 10 days after that, 10 days after that, and by that time then you do rabies.
Correct.
Right.
And then they're adoptable
Yeah, so
and out the door.
if we do a delayed spay
Delayed
and
spayed and neuter.
Mm-hmm.
they usually have 2 DHPPs before they leave
And
and
then
a Bordetella.
Yeah, and the Bordetella always.
And so 2 caveats there. 1, nothing is required of a rescue or a shelter to vaccinate other than rabies. Rabies is the only vaccination required by the state of law that has to be done before a dog can be intake on a rescue.
Right.
or adopted out.
Right.
Period.
Which is
stop.
crazy.
Which right, wrong, or indifferent.
Yeah,
that's
it
all
is
that's
what it is.
required.
Yeah.
OMD does rabies, DHPP, bordetella.
Mm-hmm.
We do blood work if they're of a certain age, or if they have
Or if there's a concern.
if there's a concern.
Mm-hmm.
Fecal.
Yep.
Fecal if we're seeing any worms or anything. And here's the thing about puppies.
Heartworm test.
Heartworm test. And yeah, 2 things then.
Yes.
That's good. It's a good thing. So, well, I'll do the heartworm test because I forgot what the first thing was. But heartworm test. If you heartworm test a dog under 1 year old, even if they have contracted heartworms, it's not going to show up until at least after that first year, just because the markers don't get strong enough for them to throw a positive. So if we have a dog that's under 1 year old, or that has been raised in a certain situation where they're unlikely to have, they've been on heartworm prevention and whatever, then it's unlikely that they would have heartworm. We may not test for that. But so it's always funny when we see like the heartworm test like pop up for dogs that have been with us during that time. It's like, well, this dog doesn't have heartworm. Like, we don't need to test it. But like under 1 year old, if anyone asks you to test your dog for heartworm under 1 year old, in my understanding.
But we've had potential adopters ask if puppies have been tested for heartworm.
Yeah.
It's like,
well,
that's not.
We could do it. It would just be a waste of $50 because it's not going to show up.
The fecal is another thing.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. The fecal, because a lot of times, almost all litters of puppies, if they're coming off the streets, they're going to have some sort of worms. All puppies just have worms. Dogs have worms. It happens, right? So we always give like a broad spectrum dewormer to our puppies. But the other thing is, that's really interesting and really speaks to the commitment of a rescue taking in puppies. And not all rescues take this level of commitment, but we will, from the date that we adopt that puppy out, we're going to finish out all the vaccines that are necessary for the first year of its life.
Right.
And we're going to pay for and schedule its spay or neuter.
Correct.
Before the first year of its
also
life.
Not required.
Also not required. And so all of that comes with the adoption fee. And so, sure, a puppy's adoption fee is $500. And I think we figured out earlier the cost for us for a puppy through the chute is over that.
Yeah, it was like $507.
Yeah.
$507 on average.
If that puppy's completely healthy and we have no concerns, we
Right.
have to do any additional testing. It doesn't have to go in because it's got a cough or the sniffles or whatever.
Right.
And if anybody calls us in that time from when we're finishing out the vaccines until it's vaccinated and there's like an illness that was underlying, we're covering it. Like,
oh, yeah.
It's
we
handled.
stand behind it.
We stand behind it. Like, if we send a dog home, it's because we and the vet believes that dog is healthy enough to go home. And if something happens where the worms didn't quite get knocked out when we did the dewormer,
happens all the time.
We'll do it again.
Yep.
And we'll take care of it. If it needs antibiotics,
or if they
done.
got spayed or neutered a couple days before they were adopted and that incision gets infected,
we'll handle it.
Antibiotics, we'll pay for the appointment, we'll pay for the antibiotics, all of it.
Yeah, done.
So back to the side quest was the adopter was concerned about the dog being double vaccinated for DHPP because there was confusion between which account it was on and their prior records and whatever. And that was at the vet's office. That wasn't with us. It was at the vet's office, which is, understandable. Shit happens, whatever. But there is very little risk to double vaccinating a dog for DHPP.
Right.
And the way that I explained it to this adopter was, if we have a stray that comes in
and we don't know where
or
it's
a
been.
dump dog or something coming off of a euthanasia list, although they come with health certs, but whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is we don't know their prior history.
No.
We don't know if they were vaccinated for DHPP last week or last month or never.
Right.
But we have to vaccinate them again, or firstly in our under our care to ensure that they are safe to all the other dogs around them and to themselves. So people get a little hung up on vaccinations, but with puppies you're obviously on a very regimented schedule.
Yeah.
And you've been very good about keeping to that schedule and all of the appointments, and I mean I can't imagine wrangling 5 or 10 puppies on one appointment. How do you do that, by the way?
It's mass chaos.
Yeah.
Like, it's complete
sure.
mass chaos. Sometimes I take friends.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cute when I see on TikTok and people are like, oh, here's my litter of puppies, and they're all in this wagon, and they all stay in that wagon. It doesn't happen at all.
I schedule all my dogs for the same day, and I have to bring in my dad and my nephews
I can't
for
even
backup.
take 2 of the labs together. I mean, it's like somebody told me once that any dog can be a good kitchen and living room dog.
Yeah.
And all my dogs are great kitchen living room dogs. And I take them out into the public, and it's like they've lost their minds.
Yeah.
Like we try to do ice cream night with the dogs. And so like once a week we'll take one of them into the town.
Yeah.
And
You live by a town?
we do. It's like 15 minutes away, but and it doesn't have any fast food. Not that I'm counting or anything, but when Nicholas wants his McDonald's at 6:30 on a Sunday, it's like a 25-minute drive. I'm like, I am not driving an hour for your McMuffin, sir.
Also, well, you are his McMuffin.
Yeah.
But I like that he gets to call you Tasha, which I hate that name for you.
I don't like it.
And you call him full Nicholas.
I don't like it either.
I don't like that either. Yeah.
Who are you people?
I don't know. Well,
you
okay.
Consult us, please.
Squirrel. So we took Drake in to the town.
Yeah.
To get his pup cup ice cream. And I'm driving, and I got the Subi, right? And I got the whole back laid down. He's chilling back there. And Drake's got this thing where if he gets spooked, he gets spooked. He full launches into the front, hits my steering wheel. I'm doing 65.
Oh my.
Puts
What
my
scared
car
him?
in neutral. Nick's like, back, And so that was an experience. And then so last weekend, him and Rebel both needed to go get their yearly vaccinations and stuff. So us idiots put both of them mother fluffers in the car. And that was just I got a gate behind my seats. I've got
I was gonna say, do you have
blankets,
those,
like the
stuff.
police gate?
Yes. And they're just like,
This is
Nick's like, I can tell you that we will never take a road trip with your dog. As he stares at if there are dogs when they're good, and then she's my dog when she's bad. It's kind of like kids, right? They're always our kids when they're good.
So you take all the puppies at once to get pup cups, or you take one at a time?
One at a time.
They get a special treat.
They get a.
This is like these crazy people who have multiple children. You gotta take them out for a
I
special.
can't imagine just picking one and taking one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well, you got small. I got massive.
That's
dogs,
true.
You know?
That's true.
Like maybe if I had an excursion van or
No, I go ahead and let my dogs know who's favorites, and there's a list, and they can work their way up the list, but they hear about it. We sit down and I say, "You're aware that Mr. Bojangles is number 1 yet again this week, guys. What are we gonna do to try and shift the gears?" And occasionally, Boopy bops up to the top and down, and things happen.
Yeah, I think ours transition around there too. Pepper's never at the top. Okay. I don't know. So you guys talk about my labs all the time, but I do have one wiener dog. And she's lovely most of the time. She's also rules the roost at the house. But man, you've both been to my house. That dog never stops barking.
That's true.
When a person comes. She is she's barking in my arms. She's barking. She will attack your legs.
I feel like that's a wiener dog thing, isn't it?
Yeah, once they're settled and it's their zone, forget about
Yeah,
it.
it's
That's their job to do, I think.
I think she purposely shits on my floor just to spite me. She will.
Yeah.
We have concrete.
I have that.
You can poop anywhere you want to on the concrete. No. This bitch finds my rugs every time.
I can't believe you can have rugs. I haven't
Well,
been able
would
to have
you-
rugs in years.
Would you rather poop on concrete or a
I
nice
know.
fluffy
I just
rug?
want her to poop out in the grass, and she's like, "Oh, it's too hot. No. Oh, it's rained. No. Oh, it's cold. Oh, the grass touched my butt. I can't." I mean, I feel like
Remember when you lived in that place that had
the rocks.
the rock?
Yeah,
And you had
yeah.
that dog.
Lots of surgeries. That was a lot. That was a lot of surgeries.
I remember when you put the rocks in, we were like, huh.
Okay, so it was like a giant
choice.
So Nick's sister came over, and whatever. I was like, awesome, rocks, right? And she comes over, and she's like, opens the door. She's like, it's like a giant litter box. And I could never unsee it from that moment.
It
As
was.
it was like a giant.
Because it was pea gravel.
It was pea gravel.
Not rocks.
Stupid.
Literally pea gravel.
Yeah, it was terrible. We're not doing that again.
Well, good.
Good call on that.
Never again. Wait, yeah.
Call on
Lots
that.
of, I mean, it sounded good, right? I mean,
No.
yeah.
So what? advice would you have for people interested in fostering?
Take the leap. Like, honestly, there's so many doubts that you can work through in your head, but it's so rewarding. I love everything about it, even on my worst days, right? It sometimes stinks when you get a full-grown dog that's never been house trained. Like, it's a struggle, and then you figure it out.
Yeah.
Right?
Paper towels, and we're on our way.
You know? I learned about diapers and belly bands coming into rescue, and they are like God's gift to me, you know? And I promote them with respect to actually having to take them off.
I think people underestimate belly bands.
I think they do.
Right. So you got to be careful with the belly band because we see dogs come into rescue that are urine stained and live with a belly band on. That's not
urine
what
burns.
Yeah,
but
urine
that's
burns.
that's people making dogs live in belly bands. I'm saying use belly bands as a tool to potty train a male that may have never known that it's supposed to potty out.
Usually,
or a breeder male.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Usually the belly band is really at our house. I really, very rarely use them because we use puppy pads, so I don't care if they potty on the pad and everything's waterproof, you know. But usually it's like a couple days with the belly band, and then they're like,
figured it out.
I get like. Chris Wells used to call them wanker wrappers.
Yeah.
And a couple days with a wanker wrapper, and then they're free, and they're like, oh, I'm going to go out potty wherever else potties.
Yeah.
Jangles potty there. I'm going to potty there too. You know, so they.
And I always take it off right before I send them out the door to potty, so they
associate.
Yes, exactly, so that they know I'm free of this. If I go outside and potty,
Otherwise
I have to,
have it on.
I used to do that, and then I don't even remember what dog it was, but literally you'd take off the belly band, and it was like the pressure was released, and he just
right there
peed everywhere.
So you got him all the way out.
Yeah,
and then take
you're
it off.
all the way out before I pull this off of you. It was one of the black puppies. It was either Sirius or one of the two. Yeah, but so
I started Otter on belly bands when I first got him because I didn't, who knows what his situation was.
Well, he didn't know what his situation was.
But he's blind, and so every time you would go to take it off, he would just go insane.
Scared.
Because he didn't, the Velcro and the pressure, and he doesn't know what you're doing back there and all the things. And I'm like, all right, this isn't working. I'm not going to terrify him every time you send him out the door to potty.
Fair.
You're getting adverse reactions here.
Right.
But come to find out, he didn't need it at all. He's never had an accident inside. Ever.
That's nice.
Very nice.
That's very nice.
I don't even know.
That's the rescue motto. Please just let the next one be potty trained.
Right.
I've never experienced that.
So yeah, it for anybody that ever even wants to think about it, just take the leap. And if it's not for you, like with our rescue, we're gonna help you.
Yeah.
Like
you got tons
if
of backup.
it's not for you, then send up the bat signal, and we'll pull you out. If it might not be that same day, but we'll get you out.
Yeah.
Which I love. Like,
yeah,
we get SOS calls from people all the time that are fostering for, like, I had a college acquaintance who was fostering for a rescue. I believe it was out of like Seattle or somewhere out there. And she said, we agreed to foster. We went and picked up this dog, and we've had it for over a year, and they've never contacted us. They've never reached back out. The dog needed medical care. They never reached back out, and they had to pay for it themselves. And I said, oh my goodness.
That's not how that's supposed
to work, number one. And I'm so sorry you're having that experience. And actually the dog was not a great fit in their home. And so she was like, could you, like, if I drive, because she was from Iowa, she was like, if I drive the dog to Iowa, like, could you take it? And I was like, well, technically speaking, no. I mean, it's not your dog. It's still their dog. But I think once you start paying for its own vet bills, it kind of becomes your dog at that point. But like, and I've heard that story in one way or another, touch or another, over and over again.
And that's the thing with us. Like, most of your fosters, at least from what I see, are very active. Like, they want to post their foster, and they want to get it out there. But if they're not, we're bugging them. Like, hey, where's your pics?
Right.
Like, we don't want this dog to sit idle. Like, even the dogs that I love, I don't want them to sit idle.
Right.
Because then they get used to me.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to get used to me.
Yeah.
I want them to know love, but I don't want them to get comfortable. And that sounds terrible,
No,
but
it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's
you know-
not very compassionate.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Because then they're like, we do certain things with our dogs. Like our dogs sleep in the bed,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not everybody wants their dog sleeping in the bed.
Right.
So if like Huckleberry was with us for 3 months, by the time 3 months was over, he was in bed with me,
Right.
right? His new owner doesn't let him sleep in bed. So then
Right.
he's got to relearn that, you know?
Ah.
Um,
Well, it's like me with little dogs. I like them to be unruly, you know?
Yeah.
And so they can be unruly for like a few weeks and it's no problem because the next person is going to like handle it or whatever, you
Right.
know, and that's on your own thing. But like it is the goal to like get them in and out, but not too fast that you can't share your knowledge.
Correct.
Like sometimes it's so fast, you're like, well, good luck. You're getting to know him as best
Right.
as I would have gotten to know him.
Right.
It's nice if you can to have like a week or at least to like know their idiosyncrasies.
yeah, 10 to 15 days is really good
Ideal.
for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to have them come in and then they get to hang out and you get to learn a little bit about them. Now,
And you get to experience the breed and
right.
Oh,
the
yeah.
personality.
You know,
and
when when we get young dogs, they just in and out, you know, because everybody's excited. Oh, look, there's a puppy. The only nice thing about that is puppies are so diverse. Like, there's nothing I'm going to tell you.
Right.
Really, right? Like,
right.
And they're
It's-
impressionable. They're going to imprint on
Yeah.
wherever you place them.
you know, I'm going to tell you it's not potty trained,
Right.
you know, and it will eat anything in your hand,
Mhm.
right? But with older dogs, because when we get purebred dogs in, I know that's a epiphany to some people that rescues get purebred dogs in. People snatch them up
Mhm.
and they literally can hit my door and I push people off. Like I may have you meet the dog the next day, but usually they might need a vaccine or a spay or a neuter or whatnot.
Well, and sometimes I just say, I need to get to know them a
Yeah.
little bit because I don't know what they need yet.
Right. Because you have the surrender form with what you were told. Take Katie,
Right.
vicious golden retriever, right? I told you guys to give me at least a week. Make sure I put that dog through rigorous.
Yeah.
She did
I
nothing.
live by people can tell you anything at any time for any reason.
Yep.
If it gets them what they want.
And it's all, you don't know.
Or
what they're-
not. Sometimes
Right.
it's just because.
Mhm.
And what if they weren't structured? A dog needs structure. Dogs on
Trust
structure.
but verify.
Yep.
Yep.
Actually.
Yeah.
And I find that our pack is great
Yeah.
to have. I don't know what I would do with only one dog. Like I would
Oh,
be
Lord.
I think
super bored.
I think some people put off fostering as well because they are worried about their current pack
Mhm.
Right.
and like how that's going to work. And so you have
I have
a
the
few
lab
dogs.
pack. Yep.
So talk about how your pack has adapted to
Yeah.
dogs coming and going.
So 76 dogs or whatever we
Yeah.
just said.
I'm pretty sure they're just like, oh, cool. There's mom bringing home something else.
Yeah.
Kind of like Nick does,
Yeah.
right? He's just like, oh, you brought something home. So we've done both slow intros and we've just
Throwing them in.
thrown them in. I mean, puppies.
Depending on the dog.
yeah,
You can tell usually
tell.
once your season.
puppies. I usually throw them in.
Yeah.
They're not
puppies
going to
are
do
fine.
anything. The nice thing about my pack is all of my dogs have really great recall. And that is one thing that I worked really hard on because I can pull them off,
Right.
right? So I don't necessarily leash my dogs when they meet the other dog. The foster dog is leashed because I don't know
What
shit
they're
or
gonna-
high
yeah.
about this thing over here.
Right.
I can recall my dog off. But the best meet and greets that I do are like 5 minutes with a leash on, and once I know we're good,
Everything's copacetic.
yeah, then we're in the backyard and we're just
Monitoring.
we're monitoring the situation.
Recess patrol.
Mhm.
I always tell people, don't be afraid if there's a little bit of a tiff, right?
Yeah.
Dogs have a pecking order
Mm-hmm.
and they have a hierarchy. Our Remy Jo, she is, as far as the labs are concerned, she is it. She is queen bee, and she will let you know immediately
Mhm.
if you are within her space.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she's not a fan of puppies.
Right.
She's not. She likes the calmer, older puppies, but the ones that are like, me, 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 like in her face,
Mm-hmm.
she's put a couple of, I mean, not like aggressively put them down, but in a dog way, like,
Throw a paw down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, stop.
yeah, like,
Bam.
stop, you know?
Which is
Which is
actually
good for them.
really, really good for
They
puppies.
would get
to,
that
like,
with
have
mom and
that
dad.
social. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what mama's
exactly.
doing.
You know?
Yeah.
So when you get these young puppies in that aren't with mom anymore, you know, they need a little bit of structure. That's how they learn how to dog,
Yeah.
you know? You can tell when an older dog hasn't had that because they're constantly in another dog's face.
Yeah,
And
they
those-
don't let drop down. You're right.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't have that off switch, or they don't know how to read the room,
Right.
is what I say. So it's really just checking on the foster. And I will tell you, another thing great about our rescue is I get to pick my
Yep.
foster. You don't pick for me.
No.
So I know that I'm not great with oldie goldies, right? I have a young pack.
Mm-hmm.
And besides Flo, hit up to Morgan.
Yes,
She-
Natasha is our direct connection to our friend from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh,
With
yes.
the way of words.
Oh my gosh.
That's
and
hilarious.
I love our updates from her.
Yeah, she's great.
But besides Flo, we don't do a whole lot of older dogs. They need quiet,
Yeah.
right? And my house isn't quiet.
Right.
So I know that. And I mean, our sweet spot is like puppy to 2,
Right.
because our Remy Joe's 5, Drake's 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Which for the most part, holy crap, you have a young group of dogs. I
Mhm.
didn't realize that you didn't have any older ones.
Yeah.
For us, if I brought in puppy to 2, my dogs are like, what in
No.
the hell?
Right.
Could
But that's a
we
good
not?
balance, though, right?
Yeah.
Because you have the group
Mm-hmm.
of, you know who to reach out when you get this dog.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
who to reach
Oh,
out when you
yeah,
get
for
this dog.
sure.
Well, as far as foster roster goes, for sure. I mean, there's people that like you that can do the puppies,
Mhm.
that whatever, and then you've got people that are just the old, like Janet
Mm-hmm.
or Lori, who's just hospice
Yeah.
hospice
yeah.
care.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole point of having a deep foster bench, and the Mutt Mafia is like we've got a spot for every
Yeah.
situation, and everybody's got each other's backs, and
Yeah.
it's
Let's talk about what the Mutt Mafia is.
yeah, the Mutt Mafia to you.
What
Oh.
is that?
Oh my gosh, it's like a circle of some of my bestest friends. Do you know what it feels
That
like?
we don't
when
know
you-
what anybody actually
Right.
looks like in person.
Right.
We only know them
But
by their profile pictures.
like, and then when we have our once a year event, we're like,
Oh my god, I was catfished by
Who
your
is that?
Facebook.
well, and
I-
most of these people
AI.
have their own dog as their profile picture.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Aaron.
where's the black lab?
Yeah, I found my people. So I could probably talk to 90% of the people in the mafia about dogs all day because they'll
Yeah.
talk right back. I go to work and I'm like, oh my god, look at my new foster.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at this.
And they're like,
and they're
she
like,
never stops talking about
yeah.
dogs.
yeah, do you talk about anything? Even Nick sometimes. He's like, could we talk about anything else?
And not really, no.
So he relates it to another side quest for Nicholas. He loves backpacks.
Wait, what? He's a little
so-
Dora the Explorer.
So that no, he's the guy from Up, the little adventure.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a wilderness explorer. And I have a TikTok of it. Anyways, so he's planning a mule deer hunt
Mm.
out west.
mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like home projects. He's doing a guided mule deer hunt, but he needs like a new pew pew, and he needs
Mhm.
like all these backpacks to truck.
Oh, for sure. You
But he's
need
staying
all
at
the
a lodge.
things.
We're not doing like all the things.
You need all
know.
the things.
We need all.
They all, everybody, that's like MB.
It's
and
like
his,
girl hobbies. You
Yeah,
need
his
all the
like
things.
stupid fishing stuff. I'm like, the other day we had
I
somewhere
just
to
spent
be.
an inordinate amount of money on Amazon with fishing gear.
Oh, you should just come over to my house. There is a wall in our house that literally is just a pegboard with like every fishing supply you on display. It's like a store down
Oh,
there.
that's like
Come
the
over.
loft in the garage. It's like, oh.
But here's the thing.
toys.
That's what is like good. Like you know, if you do this work and you get really deep in, if you're lucky enough to have a partner that also has a hobby that they care a lot about that you don't give a shit about, it equals out. 'Cause
It
it's like,
does.
It's
every
fine.
day I just look at his location and he's in the middle of a lake and I go, cool, I'm going to go rescue a dog. You know,
And they also like, I don't know about you, but like Nick keeps me grounded. So,
Yeah.
because I could be like, oh, look, there's somebody that needs to rehome their dog that's like 3 hours away. That's 6 hours round trip. No big deal. I'll go. And he'll be like, no, we are not. I'm like, it's just over in Omaha. I'm like, we could go to the zoo. You know, like I try to make an adventure out of it. And he's just like,
no.
no, we're not. And I'm like,
We do that to you a lot.
I know.
But if you reached out to somebody in the mafia, they'd
That's what I'm like.
sure.
I just
Go
need
get it
to,
for you.
You know, connect the
So that's the other thing. So we've got friends that are like-minded that have it's a hobby. Like this is our
Yeah.
lifestyle that we like. We love dogs. We love dog
Mhm.
rescue. We love
I equate it to my non-dog rescue friends. There's not many of them, but like most of them have children
Mhm.
and they're doing
They're in
like
the mom
soccer or
Right.
dance
See?
or
And it's not that I don't have kids.
Whatever they're doing.
They're just
Which
old
is
and
cool.
grown, you
Well,
know?
So I equate this to, them doing their soccer thing or baseball thing or, whatever it is. Like, I also don't want to sit around and listen to your baseball stuff. I support it. I love that for you. Go
but they have their other soccer moms to talk about
they have
it
their
with.
soccer moms.
You just have to find
and
your
they
tribe.
know we're not interested.
Right.
We now have this group of people who are we just really love dogs. And it's okay that we're this crazy because we're all this crazy.
You got to have a passion for something. You pick your passion, you find your people, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and it's really all for good. But we have multiple group chats going, and we have a few that have been going on for almost the entirety of the rescue. One being the one that's with you,
Natasha's Nutty
Lab
Land, and then we've got one that's Courtney is in as well, and it's just become a place, even if it's not all about dogs in that moment. If I have something that happens to me, like, I'm going to share it with this group and this like chat of people because I know that you care because you're my people. And it's really wonderful. And there's nothing other than that.
I love
it's all
it when
very pure.
I love it when I have content like Stanley with the squirrel. So this weekend I was at the lake.
Hilarious.
And I have a moped. Like an old moped, like
an
85
with a milk crate on it.
Blue.
Honda Express blue.
Nice.
Yes.
And it has a milk crate on it.
I put a milk crate on the back and
For
I
Stanley?
Yes. See, she knows. I strapped it on and
I love it.
He loves his end of day ride, and so we're riding around the lake and whatever, and I do this loop and we see a live squirrel and he loses his mind. He's like ready to jump out of this thing, and I'm making sure he doesn't jump out, and I'm letting him see it but not letting him chase it.
Yeah.
Like, let's be cool about this. We go on, and then I'm like going back to my place, and there's a dead squirrel in the road.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, no freaking way.
It's just barely dead, though. You could have taxidermied that thing. Like,
honestly.
it's a good-looking squirrel.
And so
Dead, though.
I roll up to it, and there's Stanley, like, oh my God, mom, oh my God. Like, he is just losing. I'm
like he recognizes exactly what it is, not moving, nothing. It's not a prey drive thing. It's just like, he's like, I like those. And he's just waiting there for me.
So I have this content, right? I'm like, who do I share this with? Like, which group chat do I send it to? All of them.
Where do I put it out in the world? Who's going to appreciate this?
Yeah, but so it's the mutt mafia people that are like gonna get it. They're just gonna be like, that's hilarious.
Well, I know. I have to.
If I send that to my soccer moms, they're gonna be like, oh my God, a dead squirrel? Did you touch it?
Yeah, like gross.
So I have this next plan because we're not going to do another litter anytime soon, but I already have like a game plan.
She's got the air quotes going,
right.
people.
Not litter. So the next.
I don't like this new version
between
of Nasha, by the way.
Yeah, the break has got to break.
Well, so between the banter between Nick and you about how you hold your fish.
Oh my God.
And everything. So the next litter of puppies, we're going to hold them like you would a fish. Like
out.
You know?
You could name them all fish names.
Yes. Like
There's a whole
crappie, blue grill,
salmon.
There's a whole TikTok
salmon.
series on this, like girlfriends holding their
perfect.
What is it? It's something specific. They're holding it like their boyfriends hold fish or something.
I'll have to look it up.
Is it like their purse or something, or a fit?
No,
or like
it's
shoes.
Anyway,
When you said name them all fish names, I'm sitting there going, who names their fish?
We did name a dog.
Oh,
fish.
yeah.
I wasn't thinking of the types of fish.
You're obviously not
Right.
ready to noodle.
Nope. I wouldn't be able to do it.
flounder.
Yeah. See, that would be adorable.
I think so.
I think it'd be great. So
Orange Ruffy.
I don't really want to speak it into existence.
Oh, it's
yet,
already done.
Next one's going to be fish.
You know, but if it could be a small.
And Mama is going to be angler.
Actually,
You're not
Zaddy
gonna say
Nick
there's-
has quite the comedy bone.
Yeah.
He's actually quick-witted,
He's very
which I did
quick-witted.
not anticipate out
Me
of
neither.
him.
He's very, very quiet, but when he speaks, it's worth it.
It's hilarious.
Like me, as we mentioned before, I use up all of my words every day.
yeah,
And Nick holds on to them, and his
Yeah.
words are quality.
Yeah, he does. He does have. He's pretty quick on some.
quality over quantity for sure.
Oh yeah, very silent.
He got me good on that one. So what you're telling me is you still owe this guy a dinner.
like listening the whole time in this whole thing.
Yeah, he just sits
Doesn't
quietly.
say a freaking word,
then
and it just comes
ba-bam.
out with like the rest of us may as well have not spoken the whole time.
That was such a great dinner, though. I mean,
and that's another thing the Mutt Mafia does. We get together. We've tried to get together on a quarterly basis.
It's
this
time
year.
now for our next
It's
one.
past time.
Well,
It's
yeah.
supposed to be in July.
Well, that's
summer's
right.
busy.
It's very busy.
End of August will be good.
And you never knew when if it was going to flash flood or tornado. Or,
I mean,
What is this world that
what
we're
are we
living
doing?
in?
It's
Awful.
But it's just if you can show up. If you can't, you can't. We just get together, hang out.
But if you can show up, it's a really good time.
It really is. But here's the thing of it is like we had our very first like fundraiser, and like out of my mouth came the words Mutt Mafia, and we had like never said it before or called it that before. And then after that we were like, well, actually that's what it is. It's like this gang of people, but instead of like bad things that a mafia or a gang would do, we're just like kind-hearted people who are trying to help dogs, who want to have like friends that have like-minded like interests, and we're just
Totally badass.
Mm-hmm.
totally badass though.
And nuts.
And
We are
nuts.
nuts.
And just I don't know, if I could have as a
we're on the
kid
edge of psychotic.
Uh-huh.
for sure.
Somebody asked me once how I would describe rescue. And I was like, okay, so you know when you're little and your parents are like, if anybody offers you candy, don't go to that van. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, rescue's kind of like that, but we don't listen. So if they're like, we have puppies in this van,
We're like,
I will sprint to the
Yes.
van
Yeah.
and I will jump in looking for said puppies.
and we're all like
And
cheering
then-
you on.
Yeah.
Go, Nasha, go.
Yeah.
Get those puppies.
And then I'll just be like, oh, this was a bad idea. You know? It's
reference back the porn den episode.
yes.
Right.
But we
Oh
left with
my
only dogs, but
God.
we could have easily been maimed.
It's
That was.
sometimes you gotta, you look back and you're like, might have been. That was a questionable.
Oh, I know. I'll be like
Scenario.
telling my family about like, oh yeah, Holly and I went and did this, and this, and we got these dogs from here. And my mom's like,
Mm-hmm.
so did you like have the cops come with you? Or?
No.
Yeah.
We did it for
Like-
the plot.
Why did they? Where'd you meet them at? Oh, gravel road in the middle of nowhere.
Dude, dog rescues have like conferences where y'all go and be a part of these big events.
Well,
No,
there
but that
are
would be
some.
interesting.
There is it's like an animal care expo in Las Vegas, and I say we go next year.
I think it'd be funny to drive a white van around outside
Oh
that
my
says,
God.
free puppies.
Free
Free
puppies.
puppies.
And
see
then
how
just-
many people
everybody.
jump
Just
in.
yank people into the van.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You know,
film it
let's
all.
Give him a hug.
That's an
Yeah.
interesting idea for
Yeah,
like
give them
a-
candy. You said it's free puppies, but really it's just candy.
Oh my God, that'd be funny.
like a local situation, like a symposium,
Mm-hmm.
and just
A
invite.
rescue symposium, and everybody
the
just
rescues that
comes
we
and
want.
talks about the good, the bad, the ugly, and ideas. We have so many great ideas
we have
that
a lot of great ideas.
that we just would love to share and have somebody speak from each rescue. That would be so cool.
It'd be awesome, and it's just a good time.
that
to
might be better than the
collaborate
gala idea.
I actually like that better.
I do too.
Well, it's more
Share the
personable.
ideas.
I'll wear a gown though.
Eh.
I'll wear jeans.
I'm wearing a gown.
I like.
I think it would have to be a like a couple day event.
Yeah, because we'd have speakers come in. We'd have like a behaviorist and like somebody. Yeah,
For sure. Make connections.
I like it
Business cards.
very much.
You should almost like a symposium for people that think about fostering too. That you can
Anybody who's
like, this is
interested could come.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
I just saw another rescue. They're having an event to come and learn all about volunteering
Yeah,
for their rescue.
yeah.
because you don't have to foster.
That's
Be
the
part
other
of the
thing.
rescue.
Yeah. To be part of the mafia, you just have to volunteer on some
Help
capacity.
somehow.
So
Yeah.
there's like a whole group of people that write thank you letters. There's people that just transport. There's people that do vacation coverage. So like
Mhm.
if a foster's going on
Respite
vacation,
fostering kind of deal.
they just watch the foster while that foster's on vacation, kind of thing. There's
And
so
we
many
have a
ways
growing
to-
number of needs that are
volunteer.
behind the scenes as well. We're gonna have more like clerical needs and things like that coming. The bigger that we
Merch,
get,
Pet
yeah,
finder.
yeah, pet finder. Yeah, Natasha.
Natasha's doing Pet Finder.
I mean, Nasha does our pet
Yeah.
finder.
That's when I'm doing good. You know,
Yes, because posting on Pet Finder is arduous, but
it is, but it's
it works.
once you get it on there, you
it's
know,
fine.
it's like anything else. Once you start
Yeah.
and get through the first ones,
yeah,
but yeah,
I think that's solid advice for fosters as well. I mean, just start.
Yep.
And once you get
you don't
Good
have to
for
go
one or
76
two.
dogs balls to the wall.
you don't. And I've already told this to multiple people that ask me, foster a dog or a breed that is not your type, right? If you're so scared.
Right.
Right? Like, by chance, I happened to foster a lab first. She's my type of dog. I still let her go. Now, if I would get, I don't know, like Bichon or like even like a tiny breed.
A doodle.
I'm not really a doodle. I mean, I got
Yeah,
a
I would say that too, and look what I got.
you know, you got a doodle. But, you know, say you're a, I don't know, say you're more of a long-haired small dog kind of person. Foster a Chihuahua.
Foster a German Shepherd.
Yeah, you know.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, you know, but
Not for your first one.
Also, as a rule of thumb, and this has been tried and true multiple times over and over again, if your first foster is vanilla,
Easy peasy, in and out, 1 week, adorable, perfect, potty trained.
count on your second foster to be an absolute nightmare.
Or like a bigger deal. And that's so funny you say that because she confirmed it. Sabra. She wrote in and said, you're right, it was Sabra. So, but Sabra, she had a vanilla, perfect foster, easy peasy doodle. And now she's got one that might have bladder cancer, and we're dealing with some medical issues. And she has taken it like a champ. They're doing medicine. We're going to do more screening and all that kind of stuff. And it's had, you know, the reason that we even caught it is because she was smart enough to say, hey, something's not right here, here, and here, and it may just be an infection or whatever. But like, that's a harder foster because you're dealing with more stuff.
And how great is that he was in a home that noticed that? Do you know if he was in a kennel?
If he was in a shelter, he would have been adopted out. He would have gone to a family, and they would have had
Medical bills.
We're going to spend thousands of dollars on this dog, probably all said and done. And it would be dead in a shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how she wrote it out in the group chat too, as phonetically.
Yeah.
SAY dash bruh.
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 Say bruh.
The what is that? Gen Z now that
Bruh.
100%.
Bruh. Cam did that to me one time, and I said, you got it.
Oh, I just got a text. I got a
You're moving out.
group chat with my kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like that weird mom now that when memories pop up from when they're little,
Yeah.
and I embarrass the shit out
Oh,
of them.
sure.
You know, and my daughter's like, bruh. And I'm like, no.
No.
Could you imagine me saying that to my dad? Bruh. Oh my god.
You know when you should have said bruh earlier.
Yeah, no shit.
Had you over there trying to fix his internet. Bruh.
Bruh, for real.
For real. I'm busy. You have me down here for this.
Oh man.
Anyway,
before we go, do you have any advice for any current fosters?
Don't hesitate to ask questions.
Yes.
Like, there's no stupid questions. I still ask questions, and I've been doing this I still panic call when something
Do you have
seems
group
off.
chats with other
I do.
fosters
I do.
that the group chat doesn't include us?
I do.
Mommy and mommy are left out.
FOMO.
But I love that.
I do love that. That's
It's
great.
wonderful.
I'm glad.
It's most.
Because people are like making friends too. Like,
Yes.
That's so great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, where it's just like.
Yeah. Well, and people see what you're doing and they know that you're in it and they're like, hey, I'm like having an overwhelming day.
They can commiserate.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's more, hey, so there's this lady that wants to give away a lap.
it's always what you have in your inbox.
You want to reach out? No, I don't. I know. If I literally have unopened messages now. At the beginning, I was like, every dog, every chat. And then I hit a couple like, oh my gods.
Yeah.
And it kind of took me back. You can't save every dog.
No.
Right?
You can't.
Honestly, you lasted longer than I had anticipated.
I really want
Because
to
I
save
really
every
thought
dog.
that you would have burned out well before the 1 year mark. And it really took until like, I think maybe like a little over a year and a half
before
you hit
I darkened a little bit. Yeah.
Well, you hit your not your limit. We see this
I need
time and time
need
again.
to take a break from
Where like people come in fostering, they get hooked and they're gung ho and they are just on it, and it's usually like 3 months and they're like they hit a wall.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, they kind of bake into a rhythm and then they're good to go. And then there's people like you
That hits 74
like,
and then you say I'm going to take a break and
balls to the walls
and
for
you
a year
still
and a half.
have a foster
I
right
do.
now.
I do. I consider one dog at a time a
Like
break.
nothing at all.
Like it's just
that
like
is a break.
it just but new for fosters, new, old. If you need a break, take it. Don't forget to ask questions anytime. Like I silence chats sometimes, you can text me in the middle of the night. Doesn't mean I'm going to answer you in the middle of the night, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And honestly, don't feel like you're in the trenches by yourself, because you are not.
No.
We have been there. And just because it looks like it's all sunshines and rainbows on posts and videos and stuff,
it's not every
know
day.
that, I have been shit on by a puppy, and there's been throw up in my bed, or or my couch has been eaten. I mean, there's things that happen.
My favorite sweatpants are Mario's sweatpants
Right.
now.
Are you for real?
Love those things. They fit me perfectly.
Yeah, take your time, be selective. You don't have to jump in every single time. Like, you don't have to lose this foster to gain this foster, lose this foster.
You know what? I really like that, because I remember when I started with Fluffy Butts, I mean, I would take 2, 3, 4 at a time. I mean, I did that for years, like probably 5, 6, 7 years. I would take multiple dogs at a time, and I was like going hard. But I remember feeling that, because I did really, it is my passion. It's always been since I was a kid. I was wanting to take after things, or look after things. But I remember getting to a point where I'm like, you know what? I see that dog needs help. And it's okay for me to just wait a minute, because I have 3 other fosters that I'm taking care of, and it's not all me that's doing it. And that's the joy of this community that we've created, that we all will take care of it. We'll all figure it out together. You're
You're
it's
not
pretty fun.
alone.
No.
Sometimes waiting or taking a pause allows the situation to either resolve itself.
Yep.
Or to get to a point where you can address it. You know what I mean? Like,
You might be a type A person.
it's like Tetris.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're always jumping in, then the quiet person in the back might feel a little intimidated.
That's true too.
yes.
Yeah. Sometimes
I think we were like a year into this, and
we had like
the
the same
It
4.
was you and Marissa, and there were a couple others. Yeah, Carrie.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, we gotta let some other people have a
Get involved.
chance to show up. And so that's when you kind of started doing other rescue related volunteer things, and Courtney started doing the applications, and we kind of redirected people like, hey, we love you, we need you, but we really want to give other people an opportunity to
build
step
this
in,
community.
because if we don't, it's just going to be the 5 of us.
Well, and you need that. You need those new people for their sphere, right?
Yeah.
Their sphere of people.
Yeah.
Because
it grows.
it started with me, and I brought on Madison and Ashley.
Yeah.
And a couple others that
Ashley's going gung-ho.
Yeah.
It's like a pyramid scheme where no
Yeah.
one makes any money. Not even if you're at the top.
But like that sphere, like
no money.
I would say, I don't know, a majority of my first fosters came from people. I mean, my adopters were people I knew because they saw me posting. Same with Ashley. She's got her community. Like, you got to get these pockets. And so when people only see me, that's only my group. Like, I'm not touching your group.
Yeah.
Huckleberry was with me for 3 months. I sent him to Ashley for 2 weeks, and that dog got adopted because she had
it is
new
a network.
people.
Yep.
Rebranding, remarketing.
The only other thing I will tell fosters, and it's only from experience, is just be mindful of your audience, no matter what you do, because not everybody is like-minded like us. So I have to really remember to speak very positively no matter what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I am very passionate about what we're doing, and like sibling syndrome. Like, I very strongly dislike when I see brother and sister in the same home, right? But the general public, you need to ease into that. Like, if you come at them really strong, like, you shouldn't do that, they've already done it.
Turns them off.
So be like, hey,
are you experiencing this?
Yeah.
Now you're going to have to remediate.
Right.
But
make sure that you're look into some steps that you can keep them distant. Like, you've already dove in.
Like, we're here.
Yeah. So now what?
Make sure that they're not bonding to each other, that you are separating them enough.
Yeah.
You
remember when we talked about on the podcast about being like out and about, like just not even anything to do with rescue. Like if we just get together for some drinks or if we just go to happy hour or whatever, like inevitably something will happen and you land yourself in a conversation about dogs.
Yeah.
And so I completely feel what you're saying. Like
It's hard.
you don't know what situation people have going on at home, and so you don't want to
Right. You
like,
don't want to turn them off before you can
alienate
educate them.
Yeah, alienate
you know?
them before even
Because you get the
because it might be a rogue situation.
Right.
They
Yeah.
like maybe
And-
their dad died and they had siblings and like it wasn't like they took the dogs in.
I've
Who
had the
knows?
experience
Yeah.
where they thought they were doing something great.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, we went to go adopt this puppy, and then the sibling was going to be the only one left, and, you know, he was going to give it away for free, so we knew we were going to be the better home. They thought in
Right.
their heart of hearts that they were doing what was best for
They
them.
don't have the full
Right.
spectrum.
Yeah.
It's the same thing
Perspective.
as I still understand, quote unquote, the need for a breeder, right?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Nick will always have an AKC lab because he does AKC tests, hunt tests.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No,
You know?
we
Support
love
that.
we love a
people
reputable
think
breeder,
because
and I
I-
love purebred dogs.
Right. People think because I love rescue that I don't love their AKC dog. I love your dog.
Mm-hmm.
I love when you bought it from a responsible breeder.
Yeah.
I don't love when Bill and Susie just got 2 AKC labs and they don't fit up to breed standard, and because they had 2 papered dogs, they decided to let their dogs breed for once so their kids could experience it.
Right.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's just like anything. I mean, it's just an opinion, and I've heard it from a vet, but I am obviously not a vet. But after experiencing a Pymetrius and a female dog,
Right.
because I
yeah.
didn't spay
That's
her,
serious.
It is serious.
Right.
And
It's
fast.
down
yep,
fast.
because I knew I would never breed her, but I wasn't worried about spaying her, and it was River,
Mm-hmm.
and she got super sick super fast, and her entire uterus was full of bacteria, and we almost lost.
Infection, yeah.
She coded on the
I remember
table.
it.
yeah.
And that's just one of many reasons to
Yeah.
spay your
Yeah.
dog. And same with Drake. We waited to neuter Drake until he was 2. That's what the vet said for his,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. But I knew I was never going to do anything with him. He has a blood disorder. He does not clot. And if I wouldn't have neutered him on the table and he would have been out in the field with Nick and got a serious injury
yeah.
and we wouldn't have known, he would have bled out,
Right.
you know. So it's not just about not having puppies.
yeah.
For females, it actually can be really dangerous not to spay them if you're not going to do something with it. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, for sure.
so
But once you get into this, people are always asking, you know, your opinion and, you know, your experience and all of that kinds of things. And so I feel like for us, we've been doing this so much and so long that we have a lot of opinions, and a lot of them are rooted in like a bad experience. But I think overall, what I'm hearing from you is that, you know, being involved in rescue in the community has been just an overall positive in your life. And
100%.
I think
It broadens the perspective.
it does. It
think
allows you
just
to
being
see.
involved in any facet of dogs.
100%.
Period is
Yeah.
going to give you an enlarged perspective.
Right.
And when
But-
you're in rescue or shelters or pounds, you see a lot of gnarly shit.
you see
I
the
mean,
ugly,
You see a very ugly,
dark side, you know.
dismal side of humanity,
Yeah.
and you know, you get jaded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You-
we're totally jaded.
You don't
There's no coming back from this.
No.
There's no
No.
going back to.
you don't get to go back to green
No.
grass over here and doe eyes.
And I think 90% of the general population has this 5%
Mhm.
myopic view of dogs and
you
how
don't
that
you don't
works.
want those. You don't.
No,
wanna
I don't want to
take them.
expose you to all of it.
No.
But also, I am dealing with it day in and day out.
Mhm.
So if you could just
Just tone it back just a little.
listen
You know.
for just a second.
Like I don't want
I
you to
got
go
some
down to
things
the
to
rabbit
say.
hole of
Right.
euthanasia. You know. I want
Yeah.
I want you to see the pretty things. Just
Yeah.
know that there's a darker side to it, and that's what we're trying to help.
right.
We're not trying to take away from anybody's thunder.
No.
No.
You know. But
Yeah.
and we like it, and it gives us something to do.
Any final parting thoughts from the infamous Natasha.
If
Nasha.
Yeah, if you get a chance, always buy a Jeep so you can go for
Don't. That's bad advice.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to say that, in doing all of this, I knew that Holly and I were in this together. I didn't realize that we would bring on other members of the family, and I've been really thankful to have you and get to know you, and for all of the dogs' lives who you've saved. And so just thank you.
Ditto.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I like being part of the PI team. I keep those subscriptions just for you guys.
You're very good at it.
Very, very good at it.
But yeah, I hope that people will just listen and just take the leap. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You fall in love?
Yeah.
I mean,
Must love
seriously.
dogs.
They don't talk back. And they don't care what
Unless
you
they're
look like.
a wiener dog.
Yeah,
They bark back.
Right. They bark back. Unconditional love.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yep.
So
All right.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast with us. Until then.
We'll figure it out.
Oh my dog.
What I mean when I see, what I see, what I feel, when I dream, when I be, I'm a freak, what up? Oh, what up? Everybody look at me when I'm free, when I feel, what I see, when I do it, I'm a freak, what up? Oh, what up? Say what we got, it's hot to spot, give up the drop, see what we got, do what, do what? We got to go, the body flow, too hot to show, the front row, we won't stop.